Clope and Nidec Minster welcomes you to this broadcast of high school girls varsity basketball on NKTelco Sports. We're at Sidney High School where the West Carrollton Pirates will take on the Sidney Yellow Jackets. Tonight's game is being brought to you by Crown Equipment Corporation, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, Sidney All-Glaze Audiology, Precision Strip, Wagner's IGA, Cargill, and NKTelco. I'm Dave Helmstetter, and with me this afternoon, Craig Louth, and the visiting West Carrollton Pirates lost to the Yellow Jackets 55-54 early on in the season back in December. What's the outlook for the Pirates?
Well, for the Pirates, for that first game, they got behind early. They were down by 15 points at the half, but in the second half, they made a good, valiant effort to come back, to only lose by one. Since that time, their record is 9-4 in the league, 12-4 overall. They're in fourth place in the MVL. They are led by sophomore guard Selena Frost, who averages 15 points a game. She also averages 5.2 rebounds. And then they are also led by Ashia Maddox, who is a junior forward. She averages 12.7 points a game and 10.8 rebounds per game. So,
got the introduction of our starting lineups here tonight. First for West Carrollton, our starting lineups all brought to you by Sidney All-Glaze Audiology.
Nice gesture, Sidney High School.
Recognizing the seniors, right?
Yes, from West Carrollton.
Lift your career to new heights with Crown, an innovative global leader in the material handling industry with over a 75-year history of growth and success. We're seeking career-minded candidates for a wide variety of entry-level and skilled positions in our new Bremen, New Knoxville, Salina, Minster, and other U.S. locations. Visit crown.jobs to apply or find us on social media by searching Careers at Crown.
Clope Corporation, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road Class A CDL driving positions. Clope is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clope offers a great benefits package as an equal opportunity employer and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clope.com/careers.
Are you looking for a new career with amazing growth potential? Nidec Press and Automation is hiring for many positions right now. Nidec is a global company that is growing with its sights on being a billion-dollar company. Machinists, service technicians, human resource personnel, IT specialists, electrical engineers, mechanical engineers, and many more. The opportunities abound at Nidec Press and Automation. Go to minsterjobs.com now to get started on your new career with Nidec.
And our starting lineups coming up next here on NKTelco Sports. Starting lineups, as we said, all brought to you by Sidney All-Glaze Audiology. Selena Frost, one of the starters for the Pirates, a sophomore. Number 2, a freshman, Taya Parker. Number 11, a junior, Ashley Williams. Number 12, a junior, Ashia Maddox. And number 23, Tyron Dewberry. So it's Frost, Parker, Williams, Maddox, and Dewberry for the Pirates of West Carrollton. Now for the home team on senior afternoon. Only one on the roster. We'll get to all three that are on the team. There's Kira Hudgens, and number 2, a senior. The only senior playing this afternoon, Paige Frew. And number 5, a freshman, Jordan Scully. Number 22, a freshman, Khalees McNeil. And number 23, Allie Stockton, a junior who just surpassed the 1,000-point mark in her career, and only a junior. Let's take a look at our keys to the game as our starting lineups brought to you by Sidney Allglaze Audiology. Keys to the game this afternoon, as always, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. First for the visiting West Carrollton Pirates.
So for West Carrollton, their keys to their game is, 1, they have to handle the pressure defense by Sidney. They have to play their own game, and they need to slow down 1,000-point scorer, Allie Stockton.
And for the home team, the Sidney keys to the game from Coach Jamal Foster.
They need to defend well for 4 quarters. They need to finish around the basket, and they need quality possessions and limit their turnovers.
We're underway here at Sidney. High school girls basketball. Jump shot from the side, and knocking that one down, Selena Frost. And just like that, it's a 2-0 lead for West Carrollton. Yellow Jackets with the basketball, and Scully's ball will go out of bounds. Quickly a sub into the lineup for the Yellow Jackets. Larkin Vordermark. Back out to Stockton. That's going to be a Sidney turnover. Up court come the Pirates. Dewberry back over to Williams. Williams and Dewberry pitch and catch. They go inside. Number 2, Parker with it. Back out front to Dewberry. Dewberry to Maddox. Maddox wants to go inside, gets it back out on the run. West Carrollton moving the basketball as we approach 6:56 to go in this one. Opening quarter play, open for 3. That is Parker. Rebound goes to Sidney. Three to nothing, our score, as they're going to count that as a 3 on that first basket, just as I thought. Into the lane goes Scully, and she'll score, and the Yellow Jackets are on the board. 6:28 to go, opening quarter of play. Yellow Jackets, despite the lack of depth, and we'll talk about that here when we get a chance, they love to get it out and go with it. Here comes Hudgens. Stockton, pull-up jumper, no good. Gets her own rebound, puts it up, and misses shot number 2.
That'll be Selena Frost's first foul, team foul number 1.
Stockton will go to the free throw line. And she'll connect. Stockton with her first point of the afternoon. Stockton, a 68% free throw shooter. Second one is good. And the Yellow Jackets will take the early lead at 4-3 as we come up on the 6-minute mark. West Carrollton with the basketball. That's Frost. Dewberry goes inside. It's going to be a foul as Dewberry goes inside. Foul is going to be on Larkin Vordermark.
That is Vordermark's first foul, team foul number 1.
Frost will inbound it. She'll get the return pass and work the baseline, and she's got 5. Frost comes into today's game averaging 15 points per game. Scully goes to the lane, and boy, what a shot.
That was a heck of a shot.
Off-balance shot, and Scully slips it in, and Sidney back in front 6-5. Frost. Jumper by Dewberry, shot no good. Rebound to Sidney. Going to be a tie-up, and possession arrow will favor Sidney, so the Yellow Jackets will throw it in. Of course, Sidney 13-2 in league play, and West Carrollton at 9-4, so there's a 2-game difference in this one. We move down the stretch, and Sidney trying to win their division. Stockton. Jumper by Vordemark. It's short. Rebound comes down to West Carrollton. Parker's shot no good. Yellow Jackets on the board. Here comes Stockton. Moves inside. Back out to Scully. Scully gets it over to Vordemark. Back over to Stockton for 3. Count it. Allie Stockton, she's got 5. Yellow Jackets out in front 9-5. Stockton shooting 25% from three-point range, but she netted that one. Dewberry loses the basketball, so that's a turnover for the Pirates.
West Carrollton's first turnover.
Kira Hudgens will bring it up court. Across the timeline. Pass to Scully as Dewberry looked like she was going to intercept it. It distracted Scully, and the ball goes off Scully, and it's Sidney turnover with 4:22 to go here in the opening quarter of basketball. Selena Frost, averaging 15 points per game, goes against Hudgens. Frost tries to go inside. She'll push it back out. On the floor, the ball goes, comes back out to Dewberry. Dewberry, top of the key. Tries to move into the lane. Parker. Nice move inside, but it's going to be a travel. That's why it was a nice move. She took an extra step.
That's the second turnover for West Carrollton.
West Carrollton's led by Frost with 15, Maddox with 12.7, Dewberry with 11.1. Nice balanced scoring for the Pirates. Stockton shot no good. Pirates with the rebound. 3.5 minutes to go. Opening quarter play. There's the steal by Scully. Scully dishes it off to Stockton. She'll take it in. Allie Stockton got 7 points. 2 out of 4 from the field and has hit both free throws. 7 of the 11 Sidney points comes from Stockton. Stockton goes for the steal, but Maddox will continue to handle the basketball. Parker puts the ball on the floor, off the glass. And Taya Parker with a nice move, shot off the glass, and it's a little short jumper inside by Hudgens. Rebound comes down to West Carrollton, and with the rebound, there's a foul as Kayleese McNeil guilty of the foul. That'll be the Yellow Jackets' second, McNeil's first. Parker. Cross to Frost, trying to slip inside. Ball is loose. Stockton's going to come up with it. Gets it back to Hudgens. Over to Scully. She'll go to the baseline. Back, finds Stockton inside, and Stockton's going to be fouled as Taya Parker guilty of the foul, and she hit the court hard, so with 2:22 to go in this one, they'll take a look at Taya Parker as the Sidney squad will rally around their head coach, Jamal Frost, so number 2 guilty of the foul, and she'll go out of the contest, and Stockton will go to the free throw line. So 11-7 our score. Noon start here. If you're watching live, of course you know that, but on the replay you may not realize that. Yellow Jackets with the early lead, and I'll tell you, Allie Stockton, head coach Jamal Foster cannot leap enough praise upon this junior who is just a talented basketball player, Craig.
Very special ball player.
Free throw is good. Of course, everybody has heard about the roster depth that the Yellow Jackets are facing. Rebound by McNeil, shot no good by Hudgens, and West Carrollton will grab the rebound as Lexi Brewer injured. An outstanding, junior for the Yellow Jackets, and Reagan Clark, of course, ineligible for the second half. Ball will go inside. That'll be a turnover. McNeil gets it inside and got your choice of the foul on that one. It's going to be on number 1, Selena Frost.
That's her second foul, team foul number 3.
So McNeil will step to the line. And she'll connect. McNeil's first point. Got a timeout on the court. It's going to be a 30-second timeout taken by West Carrollton. I'd like to remind you that NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of tonight's high school basketball action on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. Tonight's game, or this afternoon's game, will be replayed Wednesday, February the 3rd at 5 p.m. and Wednesday, February the 10th at 7 p.m. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. So West Carrollton takes the timeout with McNeil about to shoot her second free throw. Take a look at the standings. As we were talking earlier, Sidney at 11-2, West Carrollton at 7-4 in the Valley Division. As we hit the home stretch on the league play, McNeil's free throw no good. Rebound to West Carrollton. Loose basketball. Hudgens will go for it. That creates the turnover. Good defense by Kiera Hudgens. Stockton over to Scully. Open for that three. A little bit too strong. Rebound. McNeil puts it up. Shot no good. And the rebound comes down to Sidney, and Stockton will inbound it. Tosses it into McNeil. Back over to Vordermark. Scully back to Hudgens. Vordermark on the baseline. Looks for McNeil, but that's going to be a Sidney turnover. Working her way up court is Frost. Now with it is Dewberry. Scully defending against Dewberry. Dewberry into the lane. There's the steal. Hudgens on the breakaway. Up, and shot doesn't go. Battle on the rebound, and that's going to go against number 22.
That is her second foul, team foul number 3.
And number 11, Kendall Dickman, a freshman, will come into the game for Sidney as McNeil will go out. So Kendall Dickman into the lineup for the Yellow Jackets. Dewberry brings it up across the timeline. She'll move to the basket. Shot no good. Rebound comes down to the Yellow Jackets. Hudgens up. There's Scully shooting a three. Shot no good. Out of bounds, and Sidney will inbound it. That's Scully's spot out there. She likes to shoot that three, and 0 for 2 so far here in the opening quarter as we get into the final seconds. Sidney turnover. Here comes Frost. Tries to get it over to Dewberry, but it's going to go off Dewberry's hands, and West Carrollton with the turnover. Lots of turnovers here in our opening 8 minutes of play.
That's West Carrollton's 8th turnover of the first quarter.
That's a lot. 8 turnovers as Hudgens will handle it. Clock counting down the final seconds of our first quarter of play. Yellow Jackets going for the final shot. Jamel Foster says, let's go. And here they go. Hudgens back over to Scully. She'll shoot a three, and it's off target. Yellow Jackets don't get quite the shot that they wanted there to end that quarter, but they have the lead, a 6-point lead for Sidney, our score. Sidney 13, West Carrollton 7. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it. And online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Sidney with a 6-point lead, 13-7. In this afternoon's contest with West Carrollton, Dave Helmstead alongside me, Craig Louth. Craig, any observations on the first 8 minutes of play?
Well, one of the keys to the game for West Carrollton was being able to handle the pressure defense, and so far, there's another steal. That is the 9th turnover.
Stockton looking for Scully to her left. It's tipped away, and big factor in this one. Those turnovers, ability to handle that pressure that Sidney has is certainly a factor in our first 8 minutes. Hudgens looks over to Vordermark, takes a jumper in and out. West Carrollton with the rebound. Pirates doing a pretty decent job rebounding, I would imagine, as Parker with the shot no good. Stockton with a rebound. Here comes Hudgens. Boy, it's amazing how the Yellow Jackets push it up the floor. Hudgens shot no good. He's 0 for 4 so far. Frost back the other way. Shot no good. And West Carrollton will try and set it up. Seth Addison, the West Carrollton coach, has guided the Pirates to a 12-4 overall record, 9-4 in league play. Maddox with the shot no good. Hudgens with the rebound. Scully takes the step back. Shot no good. And the West Carrollton bench wants a foul call, but that's not going to happen. Coach Addison pleading his case, but to no avail. And Kiera Hudgens will walk the basketball up the court. 6 minutes, 28 seconds to go. Back over to Scully, over to Vordermark. Top of the key, ball tipped away. There's the steal. Good play by Dewberry. And we've got a foul in the backcourt.
Hudgens' first foul, team foul number 4.
That's one thing you have to track if you're Sidney. Foul situation. A little lean on depth with the basketball as Maddox tries to go inside. Off balance shot, no good. Sidney will grab the rebound. Hudgens Gets it to Scully. Back over to Hudgens. Hudgens over to Stockton. Stockton back out front to Hudgens. Foster, Coach Foster telling them what play or what set they're going to run here. Back over to Scully. Stockton out front. They've got Selena Frost, and Sidney wants to take a timeout. 5:42 to go here in the first half. It's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here as the Yellow Jackets take the timeout. 13-7 our score. NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of tonight's high school basketball action on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. Wednesday, February the 3rd at 5 p.m. and Wednesday, February the 10th at 7 p.m. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. And also, all timeouts here today, all brought to you by Precision Strip. Yellow Jackets take that timeout, and with a 6-point lead, they'll have the basketball. Kind of curious to understand what the instructions Coach Foster may have given his team.
Probably watch the cross-court passes.
Scully goes inside, and ball's tipped out of bounds. And it's going to be it should be Sidney basketball the way I saw it, but let's see.
Yeah, they're saying it went off of one of the West Carrollton's girls' legs.
Hudgens will inbound it all the way back out to Larkin Vordermark. In the corner to Scully, over to Stockton, who's now in the wing spot. Hudgens will handle it. Stockton double teamed in the corner. She's in trouble. Tosses it all the way over. It's knocked away by West Carrollton. It's going to go out of bounds. And Ashaya Maddox tipped that out of bounds, really like a volleyball hit. And or West Carrollton would have had possession of that one. So we're stuck at 13-7. Sidney trying to get that 8-point lead. Scully in the wing. Stockton will handle it. As Frost will go for the steal and be contact with Vordermark.
That is her third foul, team foul number 4.
Ashley Williams will return to the lineup for West Carrollton. Vordermark is out front. Hudgens and Stockton at the free throw line, and they get it back over to Vordermark to Stockton, back over to Hudgens. Down low, Vordermark, back out to Stockton, over to Scully. Zone defense, West Carrollton showing pretty aggressive. They're doing a nice job with it. And Stockton will have it out front. Yellow Jackets trying to regroup. Hudgens into the lane. Back over to Scully. Vordermark, she'll shoot the 10-footer. Shot no good. All the way up court. Parker, no good. Rebound shot by Maddox. Well, I tell you what, if the Yellow Jackets could hit an outside three and get them out of that zone defense a little bit, need some outside shots to fall. That's probably why they fell into this zone. Stockton shot no good. Back out to Vordermark. There's one. 2-point goal and Vordermark's first. 1 out of 4 from the field for Larkin Vordermark, and it's a 6-point Sidney lead. There's the steal. Up court. Shot doesn't fall as Scully's layup just off target. Hung on the edge of the rim but falls out. So Vordermark will go to the line and shoot a couple free throws. Another turnover for West Carrollton.
That gives them 11 for the game.
Kayleese McNeil returns to the Yellow Jacket lineup. Watermarket's second free throw is good. Up court it comes to Williams. Ball taken away by Vordermark.
Nice steal.
Well, I tell you, Sidney's they are so quick on defense. Hudgens back over to Vordermark. She'll lose the basketball. Here's the breakaway. Maddox is going to take it in. Shot no good. West Carrollton bench wanted a foul, but I'll tell you what, Maddox had to use her right hand. If she could have went to her left hand, she probably would have had a layup.
Yes.
So that skill still developing. 17-9 our score, 8-point Sidney lead. A lot different kind of points on the board than the first time these two teams played. Dewberry connects. That's a three for Dewberry, and it's 17-12. Scully back out to Hudgens. Stockton will have it. Two minutes, 35 seconds. Stockton will come out. Over to the right side, Scully will try it again. Not this time. McNeil, ball tipped out of her hands. Scully's 0 for 5 from behind the arc. She had a couple of field goals, 2-point goals early on here today, but hasn't found the range for that 3-point shot. Stockton. Clock approaching 2 minutes on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard. 17-12. Kind of a low-scoring first half for these two teams. Scully got a timeout on the court, and Sidney will take the timeout. It's a full timeout as the zone defense giving the Yellow Jackets some problems as Kendall Dickman will return to the lineup for Sidney. Our timeout brought to you by Precision Strip. Our score, Sidney 17, West Carrollton 12. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Allglaze and Sidney Audiology are committed to providing the most advanced and affordable hearing care solutions.
Did you know that more and more insurances are offering coverage for hearing aids and that we are the most comprehensive provider in the area?
Because we want to serve all in our community, we partner with agencies such as Medicaid, OOD, Sertoma, and most recently the VA, helping our veterans find local solutions to their problems.
Don't leave unused benefits on the table this year. Call us today to see if you qualify.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Crown Equipment Corporation, Grand Lake Health.
Sidney takes the timeout. Our timeouts today brought to you by Precision Strip. Allie Stockton, the newest member of the 1,000-point-plus club here at Sidney, will inbound it as Kira Hudgens will handle it across the timeline. Yellow Jackets, yeah, they do a switcheroo here, and now they go back into the man-to-man as Hudgens shot no good. Rebound by Dickman. Stockton dishes it off to McNeil. McNeil with the basket. I don't know, from my vantage point, they may send a thank you note to West Carrollton for coming out of that zone defense.
Yes.
Out front, Parker. Left-handed shot, she'll connect. Parker with a nice move, uses her left hand and connects with 1 minute and 20 seconds to go. First half play, 19-14. Stockton over to Hudgens. Hudgens to Stockton. Looks inside as Scully runs the cut. Stockton's going to go inside off the glass. No good. Here come Parker for West Carrollton. Maddox. Shot no good. .45 seconds to go. Clock counting down as you can see it on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Hudgens looks to the sidelines. She'll pull it out near the timeline. Tries to go into the lane. Back over to Stockton for three. Shot no good. Dickman with the rebound. Stockton will get that pass. Doesn't fall. And there's going to be a reach there by Hudgens with 15.8 seconds left to go here in our second quarter in the first half.
That is Hudgens' second foul, team foul number 5.
As Larkin Bordermark will come back into the lineup. Final 10 seconds. Williams shot blocked. Yellow Jackets will throw it away, and that's going to be it. Yellow Jackets commit the turnover there on the final possession, but first half of basketball is over. Our score, the Sidney Yellow Jackets 19, West Carrollton Pirates 14. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Wagner's IGA has been servicing their communities for more than 95 years, spanning 3 generations. Wagner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wagner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and New Bremen, and check us out on Facebook.
Kemmler Orthopedic Center is focused on a personalized, caring approach to treat all aspects of orthopedics, including total joint replacement, shoulder reconstruction, stem cell injections, and more. Dr. James Kemmler and Jed Cooney, certified PA, are dedicated to providing the best orthopedic care in the Grand Lake region. Kemmler Orthopedic Center has offices located in Salina and Van Wert, along with extended evening hours. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-586-5760.
We are here, and here, and here. Minster Bank is everywhere, providing every banking service that you need to keep your financial life in order. Whether you are on the go or stopping by one of our branches, Minster Bank is here for you. We proudly support the communities where you live. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Back here at halftime, let's take a look at our stats, all brought to you by Wagner's IGA. Craig Louth, what are the numbers for the first half of play?
Well, for the Sidney Yellow Jackets, they scored 13 points in the first quarter, 6 in the second. Right now, Larkin Verdemark has 2 points, Jordan Scully has 6, Keelis McNeil has 3, and Allie Stockton has 8. Overall, they shot 6 for 31 from the field. 5 for 23 on 2s, 1 for 8 on 3s, 6 for 8 on 3s. For West Carrollton, Selena Frost has 5, Piaf Parker has 6, Maddox has 2, and Taryn Dewberry has 3. They shot 6 for 20 in the first half, 4 for 14 from 2, 2 from 6 from 3, and did not attempt a field goal.
And our stats all brought to you by Wagner's IGA. And when you take a look at this first half, West Carrollton went to that zone defense for a while, and that seemed to get Sidney off stride, especially in that second quarter.
Really slowed them down.
Scully gets it into Stockton. Of course, they have the halftime to think about that. Scully back over to Stockton, back out front to Hudgens. Stockton will have it. Hudgens back out. They'll run their offense. Stockton thought about it. She'll take it back out to Hudgens. Scully at the free throw line as West Carrollton goes back into that 2-3 zone. Stockton, 15-footer. Got it. That's a good way to break a zone as Stockton connects on that shot. And she had a tough second quarter for the Yellow Jackets. West Carrollton back over to Frost. Shot off target. Up court, McNeil will have it on the baseline. Cut off there. Nice pass back to Vordermark, but the shot doesn't go. West Carrollton will push it back the other way. Inside goes Parker. Back off to Maddox. She'll pull it back out. Out front it goes to Dewberry. There's the 3 by Maddox. Shot no good. Yellow Jackets with a 7-point lead, looking to increase it. Vordermark, McNeil down on the baseline, gets it back to Vordermark. Nice move inside. Larkin Vordermark, the freshman, just a beautiful move, and the Yellow Jackets have hit 2 out of 3 shots to start this quarter, and it looks like maybe the Yellow Jackets have solved that 2-3 zone that the West Carrollton Pirates have been using, and I think that perhaps West Carrollton may go back out and try and play man-to-man on this next possession. We'll see.
They may have to.
Timeouts all brought to you by Precision Strip. As West Carrollton takes the timeout, replays of today's contest here on NKTelco Sports are on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. Replays of this afternoon's game, Wednesday, February the 3rd at 5 p.m., Wednesday, February the 10th at 7 p.m., and you can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. Pirates will have the basketball, and Stockton hits the jump shot. Vordermark with a nice jumper inside, and the Yellow Jackets lead is now 9 points. Short jumper no good as Frost. I guess you could say the shooting for the Pirates is a little frosty today. Out front is Hudgens. Looks at the signal from Coach Foster. Hudgens goes inside, pull-up jumper off the glass, and Kira Hudgens is on the scorebook. She's got her first basket of the afternoon, 5.5 minutes to play. Jump shot from outside, no good by Maddox. Pirates will rebound. They get it back out front. Parker trying to go to the left side. She'll shoot up a 15-footer off the glass, and Taya Parker connects.
Her 8th point of the game.
Stockton works the baseline. Back out to Hudgens. Sidney lead at 9 points, 25-16 on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Scully comes out for the basketball. Back over to Hudgens in the corner. Vordermark cuts to the hoop, but they'll reset and bring it back out to Scully. Stockton, top of the key. Bothered there by Maddox, and Stockton goes down the lane, and she draws the foul. And I'll tell you, Stockton's ability to move to the basket, she can continually go to the free throw line as the defenses have to try and stop her.
That is Parker's 3rd foul, first foul of the half for West Carrollton.
So Stockton at the free throw line, and she'll connect. 11 points on the afternoon for Allie Stockton. Gets the nice home court roll. And the lead back to 11 points. And the Yellow Jackets will put some pressure on, but Maddox will put it off the glass left-handed, and lead goes back to 9. Vordemark inside, looks for McNeil, but it's taken away there by Millerton. Up court, fast break, and it's off the fingertips of Ashaya Maddox. So West Carrollton with the turnover. Inbounds past Hudgens, back to Stockton. Stockton over to the right side. It goes to Scully. We got a whistle. Got a foul away from the basketball. That's going to go against Tyron Dewberry, I believe.
Dewberry's first, team foul number 2.
So Stockton will inbound it. Hudgens will have it. Kira Hudgens over to Stockton.
West Carrollton back in the man-to-man.
Yeah, down by 9 points. And Sidney with the basketball. They just about have to. Short jumper by Hudgens, no good. What a nice effort by McNeil on the rebound. And Sidney will continue to maintain possession of the basketball. Hudgens almost loses it. Going to pick it up. 5-second call. That's a turnover for Sidney.
Their second of the second half.
West Carrollton with the basketball, 3:32 to go. First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Dewberry gets it off. Pass to Maddox, shot no good. Going to be a whistle and a stop and play, and it's going to go against number 12. That'll go against Maddox.
Her first, team foul number 3.
Stockton inside, shot no good. Rebound, it's going to go West Carrollton's way. All the way up court, there's a collision. That's going to be a charge as Dewberry slams into McNeil. And Dewberry goes to the floor. And there's an injury timeout as the Sidney trainer will move over as Taryn Dewberry, the senior, got a break in the action. Our score with 3:07 to play in the third quarter. Sidney 27, West Carrollton 18. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Park National Bank, Cargill, St. Henry Bank, Chiltex LLC, Speedway Lanes.
So number 23, Taryn Dewberry, will go to the bench. Looks like she had a shoulder injury there, Craig.
Yes, that was a violent collision.
Call goes against Dewberry on the charge, so Sidney will have it as Stockton will toss it in. McNeil with it. McNeil having trouble handling it. It's going to be tipped away, and it's going to go off of McNeil.
Sidney's third turnover.
Number 33, Maddie Lindsay, a sophomore, right there for West Carrollton. So West Carrollton will have it. Frost loses the ball. Vordemark will pick it. Here comes the break. Vordemark goes to the left side. Scully's in the corner. Back across to Hudgens for the open shot. No good. Rebound out of bounds, and Sidney will hang on to it. 2:47 to go, third quarter. Scully for three. Shot no good. Up court, out of bounds. As tipped away by Sidney as Maddox takes it up. Frost, long range by Lindsay, shot no good, or rather by Williams. Hudgens. She'll pull it back out. Hudgens goes to the right side. Back over to Scully. 9-point Sidney lead. We've been stuck at 27-18 for a while here as we come up on the 2-minute mark. Inside Stockton. Stockton's going to regain possession and draw the foul. Stockton will go to the line. And she'll shoot the free throw.
That is Maddie Lindsay's first foul, team foul number 5 in the second half for West Carrollton.
Stockton at the line. And she'll connect. 10-point lead for Sidney. Six out of 7, make it 6 out of 8 for Stockton. Rebound, up court. West Carrollton, shot no good, put up and in by Maddox. Hudgens, nice move. Kira Hudgens, coast to coast, and she gets the bucket. And the lead goes back to 10 points, 30-20. Minute 35, and it's going to be a block there. It's going to go against Sidney and Jordan Scully. That's her first. Yep.
Team first.
Yellow Jackets, the only one with, looks like Kira Hudgens has 3 fouls with a minute 34 to go. Back out front, it goes to Parker. Parker in the lane, shot no good. Shot put up and in by Selena Frost. McNeil, Stockton. Stockton handles the basketball. She'll take the short jumper and connect. 32-22, 15 points for Stockton. Outside three is good as Maddie Lindsay gets her first basket of the day. Here comes Vordermark. Lead pass. McNeil. Timeout. West Carrollton, 54.5 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Our score. Sidney 34, West Carrollton 25. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Winners Meats. Quality meats for 4 generations. Hoagie Lumber. Hilsman Automotive.
Are you looking for a new career with amazing growth potential? Nidec Press and Automation is hiring for many positions right now. Nidec is a global company that is growing with its sights on being a billion-dollar company. Machinists, service technicians, human resource personnel, IT specialists, electrical engineers, mechanical engineers, and many more. The opportunities abound at Nidec Press and Automation. Go to minsterjobs.com now to get started on your new career with NKTelco.
Sidney with a 9-point lead here with 54 seconds to go as we count down the third quarter. Let's see what the call is. It's going to be, I think, on McNeil, but
it's her third.
She put her head down and her shoulder out and went right down the lane, but I don't think McNeil was in position. So Kendall Dickman will come into the lineup on the next dead ball as Maddox misses the first free throw.
That was their first attempt of the game.
Second one will roll home. 34-26, 8-point lead as Hudgens handles the basketball. Hudgens going inside, off the glass. Kira Hudgens, she's having a great third quarter. 3 out of 5 from the field, 6 points for Hudgens. Lead to 10 points, three-pointer. Got it. Maddox. She'll connect, lead now to 7. You get an end of order mark. Back over to Hudgens. Clock at 8 seconds as you can see it counting down. Hudgens trying to go into the lane. It's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow will favor West Carrollton.
Jump ball, possession arrow, West Carrollton.
Four seconds remain. Inbounds pass comes to Frost. Half court ball is going to be loose at the buzzer. Shot does not go by Maddox. So our third quarter of basketball is over. Our score: Sidney 36, West Carrollton 29. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Allglaze and Sidney Audiology are committed to providing the most advanced and affordable hearing care solutions.
Did you know that more and more insurances are offering coverage for hearing needs and that we are the most comprehensive provider in the area?
Because we want to serve all in our community, we partner with agencies such as Medicaid, OOD, Sertoma, and most recently the VA, helping our veterans find local solutions to their problems.
Don't leave unused benefits on the table this year. Call us today to see if you qualify.
Final 8 minutes of basketball upon us here at Sidney High School. Yellow Jacket girls looking for win number 15 on a Saturday afternoon matinee affair with West Carrollton, a team they defeated by 1 point earlier in the season. Of course, Sidney on the march to win the division and, of course, the MVL chase as we're into the final quarter. Inside the lane, Scully just takes it to the hoop. Shot doesn't go. Rebound, McNeil up and in. Great rebound by McNeil. She's got 7 points. Nice balance for the Yellow Jackets. Running right-handed jumper, no good by Frost. Here come the Yellow Jackets on the break. Vordermark shot is blocked. Rebound, West Carrollton. 38-29, 9-point Sidney lead. Inside it goes. Parker's shot no good. Rebound up and in by Maddox. Maddox having quite an afternoon for West Carrollton. 38-31. Lots of basketball left as Hudgens goes inside. And the block there by Maddox. Allie Stockton will inbound it underneath her team's basket. Scully will get it open for three. Shot doesn't go. Sidney with a rebound. Jordan Scully can't buy a three here this afternoon. Hudgens back over to Stockton. Thinks about it, puts the ball on the floor, pulls it back up. Hudgens, she'll take the 17-footer, shot no good. Vordermark with the rebound, and here come the Yellow Jacks. McNeil goes inside, shot no good. McNeil with a rebound, back out to Vordermark, shot doesn't go. Inside, and there's the jumper by Frost. And now it's a 5-point game. Yellow Jackets, tough start here in quarter number 4. There's the pass to Scully. Led her a little bit too far, but Vordermark will come up with the basketball. Scully has it. Back out front to Hudgens. Stockton. McNeil. Scully over to Stockton. Stockton's going to take it to the hoop. She's got her man beat. Puts it up and in. Boy, Craig, you can see that one coming. Yes. Stockton had herself set up and puts it on the floor. And nice move to the basket.
Parker's fourth foul, team 6th.
Stockton will shoot. She's got 17 on the afternoon. Free throw in and out. 40-33. Lead at 7 for the Yellow Jackets. Parker inside the lane. Vordermark on her. Left-handed shot by Parker, no good. And I'll tell you, McNeil's doing a fine job on the defensive boards as she grabs that rebound. Hudgens out front. There's the reach. Selena Frost.
That'll be her 4th foul and put Sidney in the 1-and-1.
That's a big foul, too. Frost not only collects her 4th, and that's going to put Hudgens at the free throw line. Hudgens, a 60% free throw shooter. Misses the front of the 1-and-1, but a battle for the rebound. It's going to be a jump ball, and this time, let's see, the possession arrow goes West Carrollton's way. Yellow Jackets going to pick it up, full court pressure, man-to-man. Frost stays in the game with 4 fouls and 5 minutes to go. Millerton makes the move, and she'll score. Neva Millerton, her first basket. Goes against Scully.
Scully's 2nd foul. Team foul number 3, second half for Sidney.
Millerton will go to the line. Trying to make it a 3-point play. Free throw. Bounces home. 4-point contest. Yellow Jackets with Stockton handling the basketball. Back over to Scully. Hudgens will have it. Vordermark on the left side. Inside it goes to Stockton. Stockton's going to move inside. Muscles it up. It doesn't go. Stockton had it. And it's going to go West Carrollton way as Stockton, it went off of her. West Carrollton up court quickly. Parker up and in. 2-point contest. West Carrollton applying the pressure. Scully across the timeline. To her left is Vordermark. She'll go inside. They'll lose the basketball. Yellow Jackets with a turnover. Scully will tip it back as Frost will handle it. Frost for the tie, and she'll get it. And we are tied with 4:08 to go. West Carrollton on a run. Stockton will handle it. Stockton going inside, looking for help. Back over to Scully. Timeout, Sidney. 3:49 to play in this one. That'll be a full timeout. All timeouts brought to you by Precision Strip here today. Our score, Sidney 40, West Carrollton 40. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Lift your career to new heights with Crown, an innovative global leader in the material handling industry with over a 75-year history of growth and success. We're seeking career-minded candidates for a wide variety of entry-level and skilled positions in our new Bremen, New Knoxville, Salina, Minster, and other U.S. locations. Visit crown.jobs to apply or find us on social media by searching Careers at Crown.
West Carrollton found themselves down by 7 points going into our fourth quarter. They have now rallied and tied it up at 40. Sidney has the basketball after the timeout, brought to you by Precision Strip. Sidney takes the timeout to regroup. Stockton with the basketball. Inside it goes to Vordermark. In trouble. Back out to Stockton. Clock at 3.5 minutes. Scully down the lane, and it rolls home. She's got 8 points, none bigger than those two. 42-40, Sidney with the lead, 2 points. Williams looks inside. Back over to Parker. Parker will bring it out. She wants to work into that lane. That's a travel. Turnover, West Carrollton. They give you a lot of latitude these days, but not that much.
Yes. That is West Carrollton's first turnover of the fourth quarter.
Stockton with the basketball. Sidney trying to regain the momentum here. They have a 2-point lead. Scully back out to Stockton. Ball goes to Scully after Hudgens gets it. Hudgens at the top of the key. Lots of noise here this afternoon on senior night. Hudgens back over to Vordermark. Shot no good. Vordermark had a nice look at that one, but its shot doesn't go.
Left a little short.
Ball on the floor, and Hudgens will dive for it. That's going to be a jump ball with Maddox. Coach Seth Addison would have liked to have seen something else there. Possession arrow favors Sidney, so Stockton will inbound it. McNeil takes the inbounds pass right back to Stockton. She comes across the timeline, handling the basketball. On her is Maddox. Scully will go over to the right side. We're coming up on 2 minutes to play. Hudgens back over to Scully. Under 2 minutes we go. Hudgens into the lane, running right-hander. Kira Hudgens makes the bucket. What a move inside the lane, and the soft touch of the freshman or sophomore goes in. Shot will roll home as Maddox back on the other end will muscle it in. Maddox with 14 points here this afternoon has a chance to pull West Carrollton to within a point.
That's McNeil's fourth foul.
1:44 to play in this one. It's a tight one here at Sidney. Free throw no good. Stockton with the rebound. She'll handle the basketball, working against Maddox. Now it's Hudgens. Hudgens is going right back down into the lane. Vordermark back out to Scully. They're going to take some time off the clock, I think. Scully back over to Hudgens. Hudgens into the lane. Does it count? What a move by Hudgens. It does. Could be the play of tonight's game or this afternoon's game. Let's see what happens on the free throw. Hudgens into double figures with 10 points. In and out, but Stockton gets the rebound up and in. How in the world did that one go home?
Wow.
Technical on the West Carrollton bench. Stockton with an incredible rebound and an incredible shot. And the technical on the West Carrollton bench. Stockton will connect. Got 20 points. But Scully will shoot the technical. Rims in and out. She'll get a second one. 49-42 our score. Scully with the free throw, got it. And it goes to 8 points with 1:24, so a technical foul and a timeout now. It's going to be a 30-second timeout by Sidney with 1:24 to play in this one. We'll keep it right here, and boy, technical foul on the West Carrollton bench.
Not sure what was said. Very quick.
So cooler heads have prevailed. It's heat of the moment kind of play. I mean, it was, Stockton makes a great play. The coach, I'm not sure what was said, but, there's a natural reaction that takes place in these things. And Stockton, I don't know how she got that shot in there.
That just showed her true strength. She's a very strong girl when she gets down low.
8-point lead for Sidney. Our timeouts all brought to you by Precision Strip. And Sidney lead goes back to 8 with 1:20 to go. Boy, West Carrollton has come a long way. And the turn of events here in the last few minutes. There's the steal. In for the layup. Shot does not go for Maddox and out of bounds, but West Carrollton will maintain it. Boy, Maddox made a great play there on defense and then just couldn't get the shot to fall on the breakaway. On the baseline, there's the shot. And Millerton once again works the baseline and scores, and she's going to have a chance to make another three-point play. She had a big one earlier.
McNeil's fifth foul.
McNeil fouls out with 1:05 to go. So Kendall Dickman is going to come back in for the Yellow Jackets. Dickman, number 11. She's only a freshman and getting lots of instruction from her coaches right now. As McNeil goes out.
Nice game by McNeil.
Boy, isn't it amazing this turnaround of events? We're still not over. 65 seconds to go as Millerton will shoot the free throw. She gets the roll again. That was almost the same kind of shot. 5-point lead. Hudgens coming right down the middle of the court. She has Vordermark to her left. Scully to her right. Stockton in the middle. Dickman is in the baseline. Scully inside. Nice move. Jordan Scully. She goes into double figures with 11 points. Frost, she's got 4, but she'll connect on the basket. 52-47. Stockton. Clock coming up on 30 seconds. Here we go, folks. Stockton with the basketball. And they're going to have to foul Stockton. No choice that time as Ashaya Maddox goes for the ball and guilty of the foul.
That is Maddox's second foul.
As Stockton will go to the line. She's got 20 points.
Sidney in the double bonus from here on out.
Stockton, 21st point of the afternoon. Second free throw also good. Loose ball, almost a slip there by Frost. Parker recovers it. Back over to Millerton. Millerton, who's had the hot hand here in the fourth quarter. Running right-handed shot, no good by Williams, and Stockton will have it, and the Yellow Jackets are going to prevail here this afternoon. And Stockton will go to the line and shoot two.
Number 12,
3.3 seconds left on our First National Bank Think First scoreboard. As Stockton at the line, and she'll connect. Second free throw. A little bit short. That's going to be it. Shot off target, so our final score, the Yellow Jackets prevail. Win number 15. They go to 14-2 in league play. Sidney 55, West Carrollton 47. We'll be back with our Wagner's IGA recap. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Clopay Corporation, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road Class A CDL driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package as an equal opportunity employer and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopay.com/careers.
Sidney Yellow Jackets, they move to 15-5 overall, 14-2 in league play, and West Carrollton with a win over West Carrollton. Sidney, if my calculations are correct and I'm looking at the right things, they have assured themselves of a Valley Division title and now stay in the hunt for the overall Miami Valley League championship. They've got 2 losses. Tippecanoe has won in league play, or at least according to the standings that I'm looking at, unless they've been updated. But that sets up a big game on Wednesday, February the 2nd, at Tippecanoe for the Yellow Jacket girls. But the Yellow Jacket girls stand 15-5, 14-2. And the win today, 55-47 over West Carrollton, should assure them of the Valley Division title. So quite an accomplishment by the Yellow Jackets. Limited resources, or rather depth is what I should say. The resources they have are excellent as they come away with a 55-47 win over West Carrollton today. They had the lead going into a 7-point lead going into the fourth quarter. It was tied at 40. And they survived that run by West Carrollton when the momentum was definitely shifting to West Carrollton. The Yellow Jackets hung on, and just some big plays down the stretch to preserve the win. Good free throw shooting and a couple of great baskets. One great, unbelievable rebound basket by Allie Stockton and some good free throw shooting by her. And Kiera Hudgens had a great fourth quarter as well, and she hit some of the biggest baskets in this contest as a collaborative effort, a good team effort by Sidney, utilizing only 6 players as McNeil fouled out late in this one. So a nice win for the Yellow Jackets as they continue their magical season here at home as they continue to win. And 2 games left, 15-5 is what I have them overall, so a great season for the Yellow Jackets. Facing adversity, some big injuries and some losses and so on and so forth. But anyway, we'd like to remind you that tonight's game is brought to you by the following sponsors: Crown Equipment Corporation, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meat, Sidney Allglaze Audiology, Precision Strip, Wagner's IGA, Cargill, and NKTelco bringing you tonight's contest. Follow WCSM AM 1350, 96.7 FM, and their internet exclusive games on WCSMradio.com all season, your sports leader in Mercer and All Glaze counties. I'd like to thank these sponsors as well. 5-star recruitment sponsor, Crown Equipment Corporation, MVP sponsors, Clopay and Nidec Minster. Scoreboard, First National Bank, Keys to the Game, Keyhole Pizza. Replays, Winners Meets, starting lineups, Sidney All Glaze Audiology. Our timeout sponsor, Precision Strip. Stats and recap sponsor, Wagner's IGA. Our play of the game brought to you by NKTelco, which we'll get to in just a moment. And our Sidney game sponsor, a special thanks to Cargill for helping bring us this afternoon's girls basketball game. I'd like to also remind you that NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of tonight's high school basketball action on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503 Wednesday, February the 3rd at 5 p.m. and Wednesday, February the 10th at 7 p.m. And you can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. Let's take a look at our Wagner's IGA recap. Craig Lath, run us through the numbers for this afternoon's game.
Okay, for the West Carrollton Pirates, they were led in scoring by Ashia Maddox, who ended up with 15 points. Next was Selena Foster, who had 13. Tia Parker had 8. Navia Millerton had 5. Taryn Dewberry had 3. And Maddie Lindsay had 3 for their total of 47. For the game, they shot 2 points, 16 for 38 from the 3. They were 4 for 12, 3 for 4 from the free throw line. So overall, West Carrollton shot 20 for 50. They had a total of 26 rebounds, 9 offensive, 17 on the defensive, and they ended up with 17 turnovers. For your victorious Sidney Yellow Jackets, they were led by, of course, Allie Stockton, who ended up with 23 points. Jordan Scully had 11. Kiara Hudgens had 10, all in the second half. Played a very good second half running the floor. McNeil, before falling out, she ended up with 7 points, and Larkin Vodemark ended up with 4. For the game, Sidney shot 19 for 50 from 2-point land, 1 for 11 from 3, for an overall total of 20 for 61 from the free throw line. They were 14 of 21. They won the battle of the boards. They ended up with 28 rebounds, 14 on the offense, 14 on the defense. So they won the battle of the boards 28-26, and they had 12 turnovers, 5 less than what West Carrollton had. So,
yes, Sidney's average 12 turnovers, right on the numbers there, but a great win for the Sidney Yellow Jackets as they move to 15-5 and 14-2 in league play. And as we said, they move on to play Tip on Wednesday and then finish out against Greenville. So big things ahead for the Sidney Yellow Jackets as they continue their winning ways as they post their third straight victory since the loss back on January the 19th against Butler. So good afternoon for the Sidney Yellow Jackets here on NKTelco Sports. I'd like to thank we thanked our sponsors. I'd like to thank Craig Louth for providing the statistics and color commentary for this afternoon game. I'm Dave Helmstetter, and once again, the final score from Sidney High School. The Sidney Yellow Jackets 55, the West Carrollton Pirates 47. You have been watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.